Hey Royals, how you doing? Sorry, I was away from the keyboard. I just got on a bit early to set some stuff up. How are things going with your Royals? Yeah, I've been trying to get back into my eBay listing. I built up a bunch of stuff that I needed to sell and not doing a great job, but better than I had been. I was going to look through one of these boxes while I waited because I got on early. I bought a Goodwill auction about a month back, and this one I haven't even finished going through, but it had some stuff that looked neat in it. What's up, Steve? This one in the listing, I could see this box that, see if I can, you could see this box in the listing. It said 83, 85, and 91. And I'm like, well, what's the worst that could be? You know, lying. And it had 83, 85, and 91 Don Russ. Now, I doubt there's anyone good in here, but you never know. Alan Wiggins, that's his rookie card. That's also his rookie card. Yeah, and it was Goodwill that's like 15 minutes from here. And I think I got 3 big lots. It was ended up being like 12 to 15,000 cards for a total of like 60 or 70 bucks. And if they're all garbage, I've spent more on breaks and come away with less. The rest of this box has a lot of like really, like there's probably about 5,089 Topps cards in the box. Well, nothing good in the 83s, but there are also a pretty nice stack of 85s. I'm not expecting anything awesome. Gary Templeton. Oh, Steve, I have District and YouTube up, and I pay half attention to both of them. Flannery. Yeah, these are pretty picked over because usually when I get lots like these, they'll be, even if the like key cards are there, there'll at least be like some Hall of Famers, and there are so far absolutely none. But that's fine because there's another cool box that I did look in. Okay, I'm not going to look through the rest of that box. That's going to be all commons. Yeah. Yeah, and the rest of the box is literally 91 Don Russ Series 1 and 2. And even if there's a Hall of Famer in there, that's 91 Don Russ. And the other thing, the image of the auction, it had there was a couple Derek Jeter cards, and I'm like, well, hopefully this guy was a Derek Jeter collector, or this person was a Derek Jeter collector, and there's a huge stash of Derek Jeter cards, and there weren't. It was just those two. But one of the cool things, I mean, they're not the best examples, but the finest inserts from the 90s. Ozzie Guillen. And a lot of garbage. Oh, this guy had a lot of, like, you know, there are some good, they're commons, and commons of junk wax. Ricky Henderson. There's some Don Mattingly's in here. That's a cool one. I didn't see that before. That's a Topps laser die cut. Robin Ventura. This was a Goodwill auction that I had won a while back that I hadn't made it through. That's a pretty card. But I had looked in this box previously, and this was, I've never had any of these. These are 75, 76. I mean, these cards are massive. There's a couple, like, not horrible names in here. But again, most of these are picked through. There's not, I'm not going to find a Wilt Chamberlain in here. But I didn't watch basketball much at all, and definitely not in the 70s. And I recognized a couple of the names in here. I thought this was cool. I've never had these cards before. So I thought that was neat. I mean, and honestly, for paying $60 for a pile of cards I got to play with for a while, I don't think this Dale Earnhardt card is worth anything, although they have it in a really fancy screw down. Dale Earnhardt Classic 94. There's a $25 price tag on it. I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Kevin Garnett, Darian Connor. Oh yeah, there were a bunch of Topps Big in there too. Topps Big are neat until you have to find a way to store them. They don't store well. They're the wrong size. All right, put that over there. Jim, did you see you won a team? I posted it on Twitter. You bought those last two teams you bought them right as I was going into lower prices one more time. And so I gave you the White Sox to compensate you for the discount you didn't get on the teams you bought. Someone made a mess in my card room. Alrighty. All right, let me go close that out so people don't accidentally buy into a break that's over. Is everyone doing all right tonight? Doing well? Maybe. It was funny. When I was going through, this wasn't funny. When I was going through and adjusting the team prices, I wasn't adjusting the A's on purpose because I thought, well, I'll keep the A's at that. Like, I'd like to have the A's. And towards the end, I'm like, oh, okay, looks like I'm going to have the A's, which is fine. I'll take the A's. Jimmy the Gem bought the A's like on the first day. It was rude. I mean, I appreciate it. But the whole time I was thinking, I'm getting the A's. And nope, I'm not. And just for transparency's sake, this is a drinking break for me. But I just started, so I won't get sloppy before it's over because this will go pretty fast. But yeah, I've tried to get the A's in a couple different breaks. That's actually A's in Detroit. I've tried to get Detroit a couple times, and I don't think I've come up with Detroit either. All right, looks like we are sold out, kind of. Live. Just trying to make this all readable for me, which is going to be challenging because I can't see. That's the best I'm going to do right there. Yeah, you know that Jay Brooks. He's shady. Alrighty. I think we are good to go. I'm going to do the hobbies first just because I've never actually got to Breaker's Delight. So I'm kind of excited about that. Good luck, Paul. I hope to hit someone a super. I've yet to hit a super for anyone. And that would be super dope to hit a super for someone. I got my hobby boxes from Topps, and I bought a case from Kobe. Okay, the Breaker's Delight case I bought from Kobe. All right. Let me move this a little bit. You can see that? Cool. First color, Christian Yelich to 150. And the autos are in a different spot in this box. Christian Yelich 150. First auto is Mikel Corrette, 499 refractor for the Rays. That's going to be Jim Graff. Came to the league. Cedeno Salas, that's a good one. Miami. That's the big Miami name this time. And Johnny Severino. Back-to-back blues. Connor Griffin. Tornes, that's the big Atlanta name. Pena, big Mets name. Schlittler. I skipped a letter. It's a good good Yankees name. Fountain Mayo, McCutchen, Correa. First for the Twins is Taylon Serrano. They did these reptile ones up. There's like, I don't know if you can see that. There's depth in the scales. It's pretty cool. And right behind it, we got CJ Abrams on the Ray Wave. No, not Ray Wave. I forget what the name of that one is. But nonetheless, a blue to 150. It's my FOMO box. Walker Jenkins Max Volume, Hyesung Kim, Melt Mashers, Anthony George Salas, and Sandlin. I was in a meeting when Chrome dropped and completely forgot about it. Matt Shaw, I got that from the Fanatics live drop. James Wood and James Wood. Both James Woods. Matt Shaw Meteoric Rise. It's very shiny. Alessander De La Cruz Refractor. Kevin Alcantara. Will Taylor, Luis Pena, Charlie Condon, and Christian Argaius. Argaius. Soto, Churio, Freeman, Kevin DeFrank on the mini diamond. Matt Shaw Refractor. Adios Bazana. Steven Martinez, DeFrank, Marchand, and Royelny Strop. Which one's a variation? Shaw? How about that? I'm assuming that's the image variation on Shaw. Oh, learn something new every day. I did a a couple personals with Kobe on the Breaker's Delight, and I got horrible boxes. But I got a Dylan Cruz image variation. So not completely horrible, but oh, we had one more pack. I was getting ahead of myself. Keishel, Abel, Patrick, Augustin Ramirez, Red Rookie, Arjun Namala Shimmer, Marcelo Meyer, Padilla Medina, Fenelon, and Rodriguez. Yeah, I saw that. That's a nice one. I'd rather have the Woods than the Cruz at this point. But I think Dylan Cruz got his average all the way up to like 204, so things are looking up. I have Dylan Cruz on my fantasy baseball team. I drafted him while he was still in college, and I was so stoked I got one over on everyone I play against, and he hasn't quite performed. He is getting better, but next year is the year I have to decide whether or not to long-term him, which based on this year's performance is a tough call. And the funny thing was that the next year I had a really high draft pick, and I ended up with Skeens as my consolation pick. And it's like, well, whatever. I don't like rookie pitchers. Skeens is all right, though. Cam Smith, Red Rookie. Meteoric Rise, Nick Kurtz. Randy Arozarena, 99. Green. What's the name of this variation? It's not a Ray Wave. It's maybe it is. Talon Serrano, 250. Hyesung Kim, Mount Mashers, Salas, Cole, Severino, and Taylor. Yamamoto, Bueller, Burns, Tucker, Shimmer, Kyle Fountain, Mookie Betts, Adios, Pena, Condon, Argaius, and Padilla. Ramirez, Lewis, Machado, Cade Horton, Red Rookie. It's either him or Baldwin, right? Sasaki, Basayo, Serrano, Gill, Davidson, and Anthony. Madelson, Burke, Dingler, Andrew Solis, Mini Diamond. That's a nice one. Bryce Eldridge, Adios. Nate George, Ethan Salas, Sandlin, and Steven Martinez. Should have a couple autos. Perez, Harper, Adamas. Got back-to-back blues again. Aiden Johnson, totally wrong athletic there. And Christopher Suero to 150. Came to the league. Sebastian Walcott, Medina, Fenelon, Rodriguez, and Tornes. Will Warren, Abrams, Mason Wynn, Julio, Santiago Leone for the Twins, Nick Kurtz, it came to the league, DeFrank, Marchand, Strope, and Cedeno. right, on to box 3. Apologize, I need a refreshment break. Myers Smith rushing. Angel Martinez, red rookie. Charlie Condon, Jack Caglione, Nathan Church, Kai Roberts, and Yahil Melendez. Skeens, Bellinger, Alcantara, Manny Cedeno for the Yankees, mini diamond. Robert Hipwell for the Giants, refractor to $4.99. Carson Williams, adios. Alirio Farabus, Sadbiel Delzine, Elian De La Cruz, and Brian Cortesia. Jackson Holiday, Kikuchi Rosarena, Henderson, Taylon Serrano, I think that's our second auto from him, Jack Caglione, Bautista Polanco Leon, and Acosta. Ooh, there's a red in there. Chang, Alcantara, Meadroth, red rookie, Miranda, Shotaro Mori, it's good for the A's, Murillo, DJ Layton, Walker Jenkins, Meteoric Rise. It's a first. It's San Francisco. Julian Barreto, 2 of 5. Cool. And Nick Kurtz again. Yeah. Who's the giant? Is that Joswar? Is that the giant that we want? Jacob Wilson, Jake DeGrom, Noah Cameron, Harold Rivas, 99, Green Shimmer, Fuchsia, 299, Willie Adames, Adios, Jose Ramirez, Caden Powell, Tommy White, Pedro Catui, and Juan Tomas. And I keep on wanting to not open the last pack. I think we still need an auto, maybe? Can't remember. Chase Dolander, Cuero, Acuna, Bo Davidson, again, incorrect giant. Jack, $2.99, $3.99, $3.99. Cam Smith, Lopez, De La Cruz, Davalillo, and Mikel Corrette. All right, Royals, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. That was a Giants box. There's like 3 or 4 Giants cards in there. All right, last of the hobbies. Olsen, Burke, Meadroth, Red Rookie. It's a gold. Meteoric Rise, Mike Trout. It's a gold first of Alexander De La Cruz. Can has the Rockies. That's a nice one for him. Jack Church, Roberts, and Melendez. Dingler, Warren, Abrams, Wynn, Ethan Salas on the Fuchsia Shimmer, I'm thinking. 199. Acuna, Farabus, Delzine, Elian De La Cruz, and Brian Cortesia. Julio, Zach Wheeler, Yamamoto. It's another Harold Rivas. That's a blue reptile auto, 150. And it came to the league. It's DeVries, I think. Leo DeVries, the newest member of the Oakland Athletics, numbered to 150. Max Clark, Batista, Polanco, Leone, and Acosta. Still can't believe they traded DeVries for a reliever. Alcantara, Wilson, DeGrom, Martinez, Max Volume, Kobe Mayo, Melt Mashers, Lombard Jr., Carson Williams, Rainiel Rodriguez. That's the Cardinal. I think, is that the biggest name in the product right now? I mean, besides Kurtz, I guess. Rainiel Rodriguez, isn't that who everyone wants? Chase Dollander, Edgar Quero, Tommy White, Mini Diamond, Trey Turner, 150 True Blue, Johan De La Cruz. That's not Mini Diamond. That's, I forget what that parallel name is. That's the 399. Christian Moore for the Angels. Adios. Jesus Madej. LaGrange, Cavada, and Aponte. Every time I see Aponte, I think about, was it the old Clint Eastwood movie Heartbreak Ridge? Isn't that one of the Marines' names, Aponte? Acuna, Ramirez, Lewis, Mandrew Machado, Ethan Pecco for the Astros. Christian Campbell came to league. Coronel, Barreto, Bigby, and Cruz. All right, now we're down to the 2. artists formerly known as HTA. Medina, Chang, and Tucker. Jesus Madej on the Melt Mashers. First auto is Harrison Castillo. Santiago Leon, also for the Twins. We have a True Gold first for Boston. Nathaniel U10. Oh, no, that's a yellow, 75. My apologies. Luke Keishel to 250 on purple geometric. Kristen Yelich, blue geometric to 150. And Wilfrey De La Cruz, 499, geometric refractor. All right, one Breaker's Delight to go. Garmin Bozia. That's sweet. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Kevin DeFrank. Marlins Auto. That is J Graff. Kenny Fenelon. Roki Sasaki, red rookie. I don't think he's going to win it. Tony Perez. I've never pulled one of those before. That's cool. It's the base, but it's still darn cool. Adios, Bobby Witt Jr. Emil Morales for the Dodgers. That's a green Ray Wave, I think, to 99. Again, not the right giant. Bo Davidson, first auto. Do this. Yervin Murillo to 75 for the Reds. Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets to 499. Where else? Solano, purple to 250. And first, where did that? Bo Davidson and Kale Fountain for the Padres, 150. True blue. All right. I don't think we hit any like real earth-shattering names there. to get a picture of this one real fast. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for buying in, Jim. I appreciate it. Gonna go through a recap just because I top loaded half the cards. All right. Do a quick recap. Autos: Leon for the Twins, Davidson Giants, Castillo Twins, Serrano Twins, Pecco Houston, Santiago Leon Twins, DeFrank Marlins, Bo Davidson San Francisco, Refractor Mikel Corrette Tampa Bay, Boston 150 Reptilian Rivas, True Blue 150 Fountain San Diego, Aiden Johnson True Blue 150 for the A's, another Reptilian for the Twins at Serrano, Green Emil Morales for the Dodgers, and Nathaniel U10 yellow to 75. Pick that card up. Geometric Refractor, Wilfrey De La Cruz, Luis Angel Acuna, Leo DeVries, Mini Diamond. It came to the league at 150. Color Keishel 250, Solano Tampa Bay 250, Serrano for the Twins 250, 199 of Salas for the Padres, Adames for the Giants, Trey Turner 150 for the Phillies. Yelich for the Brewers. Another Yelich. Geometric Blue and True Blue for the Brewers. It's Garmin Bozia. CJ Abrams 150. Christopher Suero. Harold Rivas that's Green Shimmer for the Red Sox. Bo Davidson, Green Reptilian for the Giants. And Randy Arozarena. It's the green. Oh, is that Ray Wave? I need to look that up. I need to be more educated on these things. Yellow, Hirvin Murillo for the Reds, and gold, Alessandro de la Cruz for the Rockies. Retrofactor, first Bowman for Anastasio Perez, and 3 of 5, Julian Barreto for the Giants. And I forgot, image variation, Matt Shaw for the Cubs. All right, that's what I got. Thanks for tuning in, people. I will catch you next time. Have a good night.